Hi there, I'm Suzannah from the Tapping Association, and today we're going to be tapping on the challenges that might come up over Christmas and holiday gatherings, especially when you have differing political views or social views that create tension. So this session is going to help you to feel empowered to set healthy boundaries and find a sense of clarity in how to kind of navigate these really difficult situations with a sense of compassion. So I know emotions might be running high about this, so we're going to do some check-ins. We're going to check in at the beginning and the end and work out how intense those emotions are right now on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 is feeling really activated emotionally, really highly charged. So like you're feeling really anxious or stressed about seeing relatives with differing views. And 0 is completely neutral, like there's no stress or anxiety at all. So perhaps thinking about Christmas, getting together, maybe with family or friends, and just rating the intensity of what's coming up, knowing that you might be having some difficult conversations. All right, so make a mental note of that number because we're going to check in again at the end. All right, so get yourself nice and comfortable. And we're going to start tapping on the side of the hand. Remember, you repeating after me, either in your mind or out loud. It's up to you. And by tapping along with me, you agree to take full responsibility for your own health and well-being. This video has no political leaning, but it's just there to help you to find some calmness in those difficult views. So even though I feel overwhelmed and tense about facing those difficult political views this Christmas, I acknowledge my feelings and I'm showing up for myself. Even though I feel hurt and frustrated and maybe even unsafe because of these differences, I'm open to creating space to feel safe and grounded. Even though I feel really conflicted on how to handle these gatherings and these relationships, I choose to deeply and completely love, honour and accept myself. Tapping on the eyebrow point, I feel so tense when I think about the holidays, when I think about Christmas. Side of the eye, all these differing views feel really heavy. Under the eye, I don't know how I'm going to navigate these conversations that are bound to come up. Under the nose, it feels really unfair, it feels really overwhelming. I feel quite angry. Chin point, their views feel really personal even though they say they aren't. Collarbone point, it hurts to feel misunderstood or judged. Under the arm, and I'm feeling really anxious just thinking about this, just thinking about being around them. Top of the head, what if this ruins Christmas for me? Eyebrow point, I notice all this tension in my body when I think about these situations. It's like I'm already getting prepared for confrontation. Side of the eye, my stomach knots up. I feel this sense of unease. It's horrible. Under the eye, sometimes I just want to avoid these gatherings altogether. Maybe it's easier to avoid things than it is to face them. And that's okay. Under the nose, I really feel the weight of their words, of their actions. It really hurts me. Chin point, and it's so tiring trying to keep the peace, trying to protect myself. Collarbone point, I feel so drained by all of this. Under the arm, it feels hard to just be myself around them. How can I be? Top of the head, why can't this be easier? Why can't it be easier? eyebrow point, and sometimes I just stay quiet to avoid conflict. But it's like I'm not being true to myself. Side of the eye. And other times I want to defend my beliefs fiercely. But I end up getting dysregulated and I can't express myself in the way that I want to. It's okay if things are coming up here, just keep tapping, okay? You're doing great. Under the eye, I feel torn between keeping the peace and being true to myself and my beliefs. Under the nose, it's really hard to set boundaries when emotions are so high. Chin point, I feel conflicted about what's best for me. I don't know what to do. Collarbone point, do I speak up or do I stay silent? I really want to speak my truth, but there's part of me that's afraid of doing that. And I feel this tightness in my throat when I think about this. Okay, so let's just stay here tapping on the collarbone point for a while. Tapping gently, breathing softly. Just reminding yourself that you're safe in this moment. Here tapping with me. Taking those gentle breaths and just breathe into any physical discomfort that you're feeling right now. So maybe you can feel that in your throat, maybe it's in your tummy or your chest. Remind yourself that by tapping, you're calming down your nervous system. You're caring for yourself and you're really trying to empower yourself in the best way possible. So breathe into that tension. Let it dissolve. Let it dissipate. Feeling safe and grounded. Okay, well done. Back to the under the arm point. It's like I can't win no matter what I do, no matter what I say. I just want them to see my side of things, make them understand. I know this is really hard, you're doing so well. Top of the head, I just want to feel seen and heard, but also feel safe and secure. Eyebrow, I know I'm not alone in the fact that there's going to be lots of these difficult conversations at Christmas time. Just reminding yourself that politics is a really divisive issue, especially at the moment. Side of the eye, I can see how the media thrives on this division, and that makes me feel really sad, makes me feel really angry and upset. Under the eye, but I need to find ways to try and protect my energy because I can't carry on like this. I need to consider what helps me and what harms me when it comes to my own energy, when it comes to my own well-being. Under the nose, what if I could make choices that feel right for me this time? Chin point, even if those choices make other people feel disappointed or upset. Maybe I don't need to change anyone's mind. Maybe I can't. Collarbone point, this has caused me so much stress and worry, but I'm open to feeling more emboldened in my choices. Under the arm, what if I could trust myself to navigate Christmas in a way that suits me best? Top of the head, maybe I can take this one day at a time, one step at a time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just stop tapping there for a moment. We're going to do a round of tapping where you don't need to say anything, and I'm going to guide you through the points. And what I'd love for you to do, if you feel comfortable and safe to do so, is just close your eyes and listen to what I'm saying, okay? If you don't feel safe to close your eyes, that's okay. Just soften your gaze, okay? So tapping on the eyebrow point, eyes closed, just listening. You know, sometimes political beliefs aren't just opinions, they're kind of woven into someone's identity. And by letting go of those beliefs, or, you know, they might feel like they're letting go of who they are. Side of the eye, reminding yourself people often make choices based on what keeps them safe, what keeps them secure. And I know that can feel personal, but, you know, it's often about their own fears or their own survival instincts. Under the eye. And when people resist new ideas, it might be because they're protecting themselves from feeling vulnerable. It doesn't mean that their beliefs are necessarily right, but it might mean that they're afraid to be wrong. Under the nose. And it's not your job to agree with them. It's not your job to respect their opinions, especially if you believe that their beliefs harm you or other people. You're allowed to set boundaries that protect your peace, that protect your well-being. Chin point. And sometimes walking away or taking space for yourself is the most compassionate choice you can make. And that's okay. Staying on the chin point, you're not obligated to stay in conversations that feel unsafe or that feel invalidating. Collarbone point. So just notice what's coming up for you right now. You might feel hurt or frustrated, just plain exhausted. Just know that everything's valid. Maybe something new has come up about not being heard or not feeling understood that you might want to tap on later. You know, that's okay, that's completely normal. Tapping really helps us to uncover the roots of our emotions. And sometimes that goes way back. You just stay grounded in this moment, keep tapping, keep breathing, just noticing what's coming up. Any thoughts, memories, emotions. Well done. Under the arm points, keeping the eyes closed. You can let it be okay to choose what's right for you. You don't have to carry the burden of other people's beliefs or actions. Top of the head. You're allowed to honour your own needs, your own boundaries. And you deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel respected and at ease, no matter what. Okay, well done. You can open your eyes now. We're going to just carry on tapping normally now. We're going to try and let some of this go, all right? So tapping on the eyebrow point. I give myself permission today to prioritise my well-being. Side of the eye, it's safe and appropriate for me to set boundaries that feel right for me. Under the eye, I'm willing to let go of the need to try and change people's minds or change other people's opinions. Under the nose, it's safe for me to focus on what matters most to me. Chin point. And I release all the tension I've been holding on to. So really feel that release. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath here if you want to. Just feel that release. Collarbone point. I give myself permission to take some space and time for myself. Under the arm, it's okay to protect my peace and safety during the holidays. Top of the head, I wonder if I can trust myself to make choices that honour my needs and support the greater good. Eyebrow point, I give myself permission to reshape these relationships in ways that feel healthy and respectful for everyone involved. Side of the eye, it's safe for me to make choices that align with my values. You know, people's values are really important to them. Under the eye, I release the need to over-explain or justify myself. Under the nose, and I trust that I can set those boundaries with a sense of compassion and love. Chin point, it's safe for me to choose peace over conflict. Collarbone point, I'm willing to let go of fear and embrace clarity. Under the arm, and I allow myself to feel safe and bold in my decisions. Top of the head, I trust myself to navigate this holiday season with care. Well done. We're going to empower ourselves now with some lovely grounding affirmations. So tapping on the eyebrow point, sitting up nice and tall, nice and strong. I'm grounded, calm and clear in my choices. Side of the eye, I honour my feelings and I respect my boundaries. Under the eye, I choose peace and compassion for myself and others. Under the nose, I trust myself to navigate these situations with grace. Chin point, I am worthy of safety, love and respect. Collarbone, I bring calm and clarity to this holiday season, to Christmas. Under the arm, I feel secure and at peace with my decisions. Top of the head, and I deeply and completely love, honour and accept myself. Trusting that I can make choices that honour my well-being and create space for respectful, loving connections. Okay, well done. Stop tapping there and take a breath. Now take a moment to notice how you feel. And we're going to check in again on that scale of 1 to 10 with regards to emotional activation. So 10 was that really highly charged, really highly emotionally activated, and 0 was neutral. So where do you feel that you are on that scale now? Have things changed, shifted? Any new perspectives? Please do let me know in the comments if this helped you. I always love hearing from you, especially if you have any of those insights or shifts. And remember, you know, it's okay to prioritise your well-being. It's okay to create space for yourself, all right? Thank you so much for tapping with me, and I really wish you a calm and grounded Christmas.